reported by multiple outlets.
I hope she didn't have a pew-pew in her bag. I'm just saying.
Wait, is that metaphorically or really?
No, real, like multiple outlets.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. There's no way.
Her spirit or like physically?
No, you want me to describe everything, incling the outfit she's wearing?
I want to see videos in a picture that's not AI. That's what I want.
Yeah. I can even tell you my source, which is something that, again, Clubhouse rules.
Was Wolfowitz anywhere in there? He's still alive, you know. So I just want to...
But yeah, multiple people are reporting it and all that. I remember some old man saying on this app that the neocons are the ones running this shit. But I guess some people weren't listening, so there's that.
But I still don't believe. I don't see it online, so I won't believe it until I see it myself. So there you go.
You do know, okay, Caitlin Collins is one of a handful of reporters that have reported this. And you do know that the White House correspondents, not just the correspondents, they have like a whole media area that they can see who walks through and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying I don't see it in Caitlin Collins. Let me go to Caitlin Collins.
Yep. Let me post a tweet.
No, I don't trust your tweet either. Let me see.
Okay. I'll stop taking the bait.
It's not bait. I'm looking right now. Caitlin Collins, Twitter. 1.3 million followers. Yeah, she has no new. Her last tweet on her page was 5 hours ago.
Oh, I know who that is. Katie Couric.
Sorry.
A shout out.
Sorry. It's look up Christian Holmes. Here it is. Sorry about that.
I'll put the link in the chat.
Yep, yeah, I'm putting it. It's right here.
Okay, thank you, Lord.
It's already there.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Why would that be? Would that?
It says something bad is happening.
These niggas is still straight neocon. They brought in the queen of neoconservatism.
Oh
my God.
All hail the queen.
Don't they have like a secret like entrance, backdoor VIP? You know, they can like slip in.
That's what.
Yep. The queen is back. They have to go for that black woman to come take charge.
Why did somebody say she's going to be named the next Ayatollah? I can't. I love reading those comments. Somebody said Omarosa is in the Situation Room right now.
That's unbelievable, yo.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I'm honestly from isolation.
You know what I think? Exet is going to be gone very soon. If she's going to, I'm not saying she's going to be defense secretary anywhere, none of that talk. But there's been reports of an infighting between him and Marco Rubio. And this might be the Rubio camp kind of reasserting themselves.
Oh, the Manfinity leave. Remember yesterday? Well, he's also surrounding himself with neocons. Like who? Like Wolfowitz and Condi Rice. Literally the next day. Where is he? He was in here. Did he leave?
He left.
Fascinating work. Look at Nathaniel's just happy to be in here and not get kicked. Brother. Now I know who you are. Brother. That's why I unblocked your ass. Mm-hmm. I didn't know who Nathaniel was because he had changed his name. Now I know who he is.
Is Richard Pearl still around?
I don't know.
Now, this is a good comment. Some of these people on X are pretty good. Condoleezza Rice at White House amid Iran escalation. Her Iraq war expertise signals Trump's pivot to season hawks for strategy. Could mean prolonged Mideast ops, spiking oil chaos. Ugh.
I mean, I think the price of oil is going to spike like 25 to 50 cents tomorrow just on her showing up there alone.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, just her being there alone is going to...
Oh, hell yeah.
For all of you people who are, Trump is so much better than blah, blah, blah. Oil is now spiked. It's the biggest gain, oil surges in futures since 1983.
Wow.
And that happened super quick, too.
Very quick. WTI is now at $90, and Brent is at $92. Why don't y'all come up and defend this? Like, that's why the magazines, they sit quiet, and then, Democrat comes up, here's an opportunity to pounce. Just come explain why this is good. The Dow only fell 450, so it paired up. It paired the losses from this morning. Oh, it's 30 minutes. Look at this person. She said Biden was vice president when this regime was founded in Iran. That's right, y'all. Biden was vice president in 1979. Joe Biden was vice president in 1979, y'all.
Can I just take a moment, Mayo? We'll be friends for 2 seconds. Do you know how fucking brilliant this makes Warren Buffett? Because that motherfucker bought Occidental at what? God damn, I'ma miss that man. Jesus, he saw this shit coming. Son of a bitch. And I don't have any Oxy. God damn it.
Brian wants us to believe that this person is in America and was a Democrat and then switched or walked away Democrat. She's talking about Biden was vice president in 1979. Y'all got to do better sending people in here. Come on, y'all.
They can't even name who was, that's okay.
Mondale.
No, I know. I was going to say shout out to Minnesota.
I wish I was a day trader. Just for like 3 weeks. Maybe somebody can teach me.
Yeah, I'm inviting some MAGAs up. See if they can talk us through this. I got Omari, Matt Cool, Owen.
Wait, Owen's not MAGA.
I know he's not, but I like to say it.
Oh, okay.
It was his what the fuck? Let's see.
You get Owen on stage, I'm liquidating my entire portfolio. That's a sign.
Yeah, seriously.
What other MAGAs are in here? Oh, here. Maz. Let's let her go. She's MAGA.
Yeah, because wasn't Trump literally at his State of the Union address just bragging about how cheap eggs were and gas were?
Of course.
Gas was, if I'm not mistaken, like, wasn't he saying that the tariffs were working and everything was right and everybody was being a hater, and yet a few short weeks later, really? So yeah,
no, I think it was the same week. Wasn't it the same week?
You know what? Yeah. So let's.
Was it the same week? No. Wait. Let me see. The State of the Union was when? When was it? Yeah, it was a week ago. Yeah, it was Tuesday.
Wow. What say
by
ye?
Saturday, we're in this mess. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. What say ye, MAGA? I'm curious too.
The jobs numbers are insane. We'll have Matt Cool come up and tell us, all right, Lou, tell me when some.
It's wild, to be honest. And you saw they revised down December from 15 to like 17.
Omari said no one defending this, but y'all defended Trump. Come on, Omari. Nobody's gonna bite you. I'm just curious. I think everybody's just curious.
Look at Nathaniel. You kicked me because you disagreed with what I said about Crockett and Tallarico. Meanwhile, Black Twitter agrees with me. Oh my God. Not Black Twitter. Voting for Des because they're white is still a form of identity. Who was voting for him because he was white? You all were voting for Jasmine Crockett because she was black. The Hispanics voted, of course they weren't going to vote for her, Nathaniel. She said they had a slave mentality. This is what we told y'all. Brother. How is she, watch this. What are the qualifications to be senator? What does that mean? She's the most qualified. Insane. Brother. The most qualified. I'm looking at the qualifications to be senator. congressional experience is what qualifies. Okay, well, then why was Obama senator? Brother. Why was Hillary Clinton senator? Were they unqualified, brother? Let me write the brother. Oh, let's see the brother. She didn't even have a ground game. Imagine thinking you're saying, Black Twitter agrees with me, so it's a bunch of unhinged online pro-blackers with brain rot and the rest Russian bots. Incredible. Well, she wasn't more qualified than him. She couldn't articulate a vision better than him. She had no ground game. Didn't you read what the lady wrote? Brother, just come on up, brother. I don't feel like being on stage. Much like Jasmine Crockett. She didn't feel like going door to door talking to constituents throughout Texas. You guys have that in common. She's lazy and can't defend her point positions, and you're the same way. Brother.
By the way, Clinton's still rambling on stage.
Thing that fucked me up when he was doing his deposition, he reminisced so much.
When
He was smiling as if he was flipping through a family photo album.
Yes, when he was smiling, looking at the pictures, I was like, not his ass having a big grin on, and that
He
black
was-
woman
hey, his-
snatched that shit so quick.
Hey, Reform, I was about to say, if you paid attention, his attorney noticed and snatched that shit out of his hands. Like, this,
Yeah.
like if you don't quit reminiscing in front of everybody,
Yeah, he just don't give a fuck.
nah, yo.
He got Hillary fighting his battles. He ain't got to do shit but be bonita.
Black Twitter includes black intellectuals. Oh no, not black intellectuals, not black influencers, not black politicians. Well, there's a black politician, arguably the most prominent and influential state black politician in Texas. And she said, this L is on Crockett. Deal with that, brother.
And also, black voting in Texas sucked. So if you're going to be mad at anybody for Jasmine not winning, be mad at black folks. How many showed up that were actually registered? And I'm in Texas and I'm a black woman and I didn't vote for her. So please take that bullshit somewhere else. She insulted them. She did not run a good campaign. She barely even brought her ass over there. She did not cater to their vote. Oh, well.
I do have a question regarding the qualification point as a Black person, just generally speaking, but also as a Black Texan listening to people push that line. Van brought up a very interesting point regarding President Barack Obama. And so I just want to say that, like, when we say most qualified, and for this particular race, it was because Jasmine Crockett had congressional experience. Okay, so then what happens when we have races where Black people are entering into public service and they don't have such records, but the white person or other person of color that they're against does? Does that other person become the most qualified and then deserve it? Or does the are we going to make this rule a very hard and fast rule, or are we just going to shift goalposts? Because I'm more comfortable for Black people to just say, we went with her because she's Black, because that's honest in a particular way that doesn't then hold us into positions where in the future, people will then say, well, this person is qualified per your specifications of what qualifications are, and now you have to lie to backtrack out of that.
Look. He says if Geronda Jones is the authority on Texas politics, she's literally an authority, especially on Black Texas. She represents man, this Jasmine Crockett thing, I now realize that Talarico has a chance to win and Black people are going to vote for him because the online people, the vast majority of whom aren't in Texas, the way they're flipping out suggests to me that they're going to lose. Also, by their whole most qualified thing, Blacks wouldn't get most things given the history of race and racism in the country. These people are wildly and strangely conservative.
Oh, it's bad, man. I am basically going to set up a burner because I've been told not to get into I don't listen under my, name. So, yeah, I paid somebody to tell me that. You sure don't get into it with people online a lot. Anyway,
You did really good, yes.
Teacher. Look at that. She's an attorney. He's a middle
thank
school
you,
teacher.
T.
You did really good last night. I woke up at 2:00 in the morning and I said, "No, she didn't." I'm trying to chastise you.
Girl, that we're gonna break that down because
Look at
sometimes
that.
these people get too close.
Nathaniel's using middle school teacher now.
But man,
As
one second.
insults. They're
They
supposed to be on the left. They're talking about teachers as being less qualified to represent a community.
man, back to what you were saying. I
Oh
don't
my
know
God.
if
That's
it's
insane.
if
He's
it's
saying
bots.
because by the way, he's been in the state house and been a leader among the Democrats for a long time. This is not just a teacher. But he's using teacher as saying less than.
They're threatening to not vote in
Wow.
the midterms, y'all, because Jasmine did not win. I don't know if they are bots. I don't know if they are Texans, but whatever they are, and some of them are thought leaders. Does anybody know who Lovey is? Luvvie? I love her. I follow her. She literally was basically like, "No, y'all don't need us. I'm not doing it." And I was like, "What the fuck?" So y'all are threatening not to vote? It is bad. The arguments are bad. Like there are threads that are Jasmine Crockett, Tallarico. So you have the white and the brown people saying, "Y'all, please don't stay out of the midterms," and then you have the black folks coming in saying, "Yeah, y'all said y'all didn't need us. He needs to earn our vote. No, we're sitting this one out. Y'all always coming to us to save you." And I was like, what in the entire fuck? We're not gonna, so you're gonna let the Republicans win because Jasmine didn't get it? I don't know if it's fake or bots or what, but it's a whole ass shit show, y'all. They're literally threatening not to vote.
Yeah, they'll be there in the end, especially once they see who the nominee is. Most voters, they'll vote. Black people vote, and a lot of it's online. But it's just really bad for Democratic politics and black politics generally going forward. Crockett needs to be a leader, and maybe wait until next week. But she's got to be a leader and nip this in the bud. She's got to nip it in the bud. But hey, he was only a middle school teacher, so instead, the leftists, the revolution, Nathaniel wants another attorney in the Senate. The vast majority of them are attorneys. But he wants another attorney and not a public servant, not someone that worked with children, not someone that worked in an impoverished, not someone that's seen the needs of regular, ordinary people. These people are so right-wing, it is insane.
It gets very elitist very quickly. Like, to pivot to, he teaches middle school. She's a lawyer.
That's what he said. I know to say that makes her so qualified.
What? Wow. So now in the future, what happens when it's a black person who is an entrepreneur against a white person who's a lawyer? Do we not realize the country that we live in? Not for nothing. Yes, we do have to be twice as good to get half the credit, but my God, what you're doing here is a gross perversion of that. I don't know what to say.
It's really bad.
Very reactionary. The way that they have talked, including Crockett herself, have talked about Tallarico and his profession and his history of public service is so reactionary. It is exactly what the right wingers do. It's exactly.
It's bad. And just think about it. Black women are more teacher than they are to imagine. So a white dude who's an attorney is running as a black guy. Here's Nathaniel. Well, he's more qualified to be in the House or the Senate because he's an attorney. She's only a middle school teacher. That's his logic. Nasty.
A teacher and an attorney are similar careers. I'm going to be honest with you. A young man choosing to be a teacher, yes, is more valuable to the community than another attorney. I'm sorry. No shade, Britt. No shade. No shade. But we want more young men to be teachers. We need more young men to be in the classroom. That is a huge problem right now. What are y'all talking about?
But he's also in the House. He's a leader that's what's so dumb about Nathaniel's point, brother. He's a leader in the Texas House who's been working for Texans for the last decade.
Yeah,
costs
but you know,
like
like
2 or 3 years.
you know how the Texas Senate where it's part-time job. You know, they only meet for
It's
like.
okay. It's everywhere.
Well, that's how it is in most places.
I just wanted to report in live. I did finally. My mom called me after hearing the results, and she surprisingly was like, "We got to get behind Tallarico."
Yeah.
I was like, "Period, mom." I knew he wasn't one of them. They scare me on
Period.
No, the online-minders are crazy.
Yeah, she was like, this is time to get behind Tallarico. She didn't do a good enough job. My mom was like, she should have took care of them people voter registration.
Oh, the Notchstool Regional Medical Center, the largest military hospital abroad, suspended its labor and delivery services until further notice. The suspension prioritizes the hospital's primary objective of treating combat injuries amid the escalating U.S.-Iran conflict in the Middle East. Oh, well, it'll be over soon. Don't worry.
Wait, y'all just taught me something. It's normal everywhere for their legislatures to only meet once every 2 years?
Oh.
Not everywhere. No, not everywhere. But it's part-time in a lot of places.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because in Texas, their regular session is only once every 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, ours is really, but it's not. It's part-time. It's the same.
And Kim, I just wanted to let you know, I take no offense to what you said about the whole lawyer thing. I think that to be quite honest, if you really want to, in quotations, drain the swamp, shout out to the white people who said they were going to do that but never did, then yeah, you actually do need more people who didn't go to law school. And you might need teachers and healthcare workers and other people who understand what the average American is going through, who represent the average American because they are
Whoa, look what Nathaniel wrote.
And the black community should call legal aid if they're...
Are you okay? No, you're trolling. No, you guys.
They're all Republicans.
Nathaniel's trolling.
That has to be the nastiest troll that I have ever seen possible. And, I don't... Are you even a lawyer to be this incensed? Like, that's just weird.
He just doesn't know much about the race, and so this is the only way he can participate.
Yeah, he's Nat Turner. He has to be fake pro-black, of course. Whatever.
No, we know who he is. We know who he is. Because he used his real voice, not the AI voice. We found who we know who he is. But that's crazy. Now you don't want people teaching. That is insane.
Do y'all think that Jasmine is going to address it? Because it is getting out of hand. It got out of hand during the election, actually. Now it's ridiculously out of hand. I do agree that she needs to address it. She needs to mobilize. She needs to get people registered. Because they sound like Black MAGA. They literally sound like Black MAGA.
I think it'll burn itself out. There's no way that this is sustainable.
It's already dying down on my algorithm a little bit. You gotta give them a week. They'll be okay.
Especially once the non-Texans who are involved in it shut up and divert their attention elsewhere. I think actual Texans who feel that way will also cool down and cooler heads will prevail, as they say.
I hope so. I have not seen the Delta spewing that nonsense, I will say, so shout out to them.
Oh, I mean, I came across one, but I don't know. It could also be a bot at this point.
Lord.
I saw some, I guess, interesting, at least, analysis from Gary Chambers about how Tallarico won. I mean, he was just reading numbers. But at least it was not the kind of whining, like, Black people were disenfranchised. He was just talking about what we talked about before, which, honestly, Black enthusiasm, like, in the largest Black areas of the state for Crockett really wasn't there. Like, I mean, in Dallas County, she got 50% or something. In Harris County, she got 55. I mean, that doesn't speak to Black disenfranchisement to me. It speaks to a lack of Black enthusiasm. But that's another conversation, I guess.
I'm going to kick out Omari from the room. I want to, while he's here, before Omari gets kicked out, I want him to hear it from me. I don't want you to have grapevine, back channels, any of that sort. Omari's got to go. He's got to absolutely go.
Why, Brother Ben? Why?
I want you to scroll up and look at what Omari said.
Tracy Ellis Ross always been thick.
Has Tracy Ellis Ross always been thick? What kind of Negro male would ask such a blasphemous, absurd, ridiculous? Everybody knows the girl was slim, thick, regular thick, yellow bone thick, red, all the thicks.
I was just making sure that was the comment before I read it, so that's the comment. Okay, got it.
Like what? Why would he? I have not been more. I'm more offended by this than the Iran war.
Wow.
Why would he do that? He's got to go. I'll see you next time, brother Omar.
Ben, Joan wore that dress when she had the recycle your boyfriend's party. And remember she said, and now I'm going to turn around so he can see what he's missing, all that ass. I was like, God damn, Joan. Don't hurt him.
Tracy has always been one of my thick inspirations. She's a beacon for the thick community.
How can she be one of yours? She's like 2 feet taller than you.
Those of us who have, please don't make me do this. I always have to prove my ass bona fides, and I cannot.
But you're too short for her.
I cannot. Okay.
We don't believe you. We do not believe you.
You could be fine, but you could be thick. But I'm saying she's tall.
Okay. But in the early 2000s, when there was a different kind of beauty standard, the thick community had to take any representation that we could.
There's a thick community?
It was all over the music videos. True.
Wait a minute, Ben. I'm trying to explore. Is there truly a thick community?
Yes.
Yeah, it's called Black women. What about Melissa Ford?
We didn't want to be fucking video girls. We were going to college. What's going on?
Not too much on Melissa.
Style. Oh, you meant the whole package.
Yes.
Melissa Ford drives a Honda Accord.
Not too much on her, please.
So she's trying to be a political now. She's wearing smart people glasses and showing them on MSNBC. Did y'all see that?
Yes. One day when I do go back to being a content person, I do want to talk to Melissa Ford. She's interesting.
The content market is high right now,
Kimberly. She's a friend of mine.
Oh.
IRL. If you want to connect you. Yeah, absolutely. We used to work together.
You know, I was just thinking about would make a great conversation. Years ago, I talked to Corinne Stebbins. We would talk for hours, and maybe I published an hour of the conversation on the website. Corinne Stebbins is probably one of the most interesting people I've ever talked to.
You talking about Superhead?
I would love a conversation with Corinne Stebbins and Melissa Ford. I think it would be so interesting.
Kimberly, seriously, go ahead.
I need to respond to a couple of things. So, Steve asked for shorter, thick women. Was Skin Diamond an inspiration for you all?
I don't even know who that is. Is he okay?
Don't go. Britt, you're not supposed to know who that is either.
Oh my God.
You're not supposed to know who that one is either. And then the second question was, y'all know who invited her on MSNBC, right?
No, who did?
It was Ari Melber.
Oh, of course it was. Of course.
When are Black Twitter and Black content creators going to call out Ari Melber's obvious racial slumming? Ari Melber's show is the Cotton Club of cable news. He pays for and brings on the black entertainment, and he as a white man gets to slum and enjoy it. I don't know if y'all know, he does that shit all the time.
watching for quite a while.
Yes, Ari Melber is the spiritus of
I don't deserve that.
No, he's more like
That's too nice.
he's more like you, Ben, in that he will throw a rap lyric in the middle of delivering breaking news. Like it's almost like Tourette's. He'll throw a rap lyric. You know, you throw lyrics into stuff all the time.
I'm not a white Jewish man. Ma'am, I'm not a white Jewish man. What are you doing?
You know what I'm doing.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
To Ari Melber. What are you doing? That's why you need that extra inshore, because your bones are failing you with your osteoporosis.
All right, you about to miss the lunch in the dining hall. Keep it up.
I did miss it. They threw some Jello at me.
No,
There is
osteoporosis. Oh my God.
I'll just say this: there is a niche of Jewish men of a certain age that grew up in the hip hop era that are also like kind of deadhead jam band people as well. And he's like exactly that, because it's really about the love of music. So it doesn't matter what the genre is. So he fits like perfectly in.
Yes, they're called Jewish men. It's not a certain age. It's been Jews from the beginning of their encounter with black music. All Jewish men like black music. If you go to a rap concert, so you go to like you go to a Wu-Tang thing and they're all there, it's a bunch of middle-aged, I say this all the time, middle-aged and up black guys and Jewish dudes from 16 to 60.
I mean,
They love that music.
yeah, y'all were talking about, the hip hop archive at the university I attended. The source was started at Harvard, right?
Yes.
By Jewish men.
With Tahir Hempel, was that also?
Yeah. I mean, he was there when I was there.
Yeah, okay. Other than
Why did Owen say this is like when they have Drewski on CNBC?
Wait, was there a clip where they asked, who's the one in the pink? Where they?
Wait, what did you just say?
That's what Owen said. It's like when they have Drewski on CNBC.
Drewski was on CNBC?
No, you're lying. Oh,
That's hilarious.
He's a businessman. He's actually hella smart. Yeah.
Drewski is smart.
Drewski is a hell of a businessman. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a brilliant cultural entrepreneur. Somebody with little to no talent to be able to achieve what he's achieved is quite good.
But then they have camera. He goes on there like kind of funnily, like they have him do like mock like stock picks for the week. You know what I'm saying? Like comedically picking which stocks are going to rise and fall. But then they also have Cameron on there, and they were asking him about Kamala Harris. Does anybody remember that? I can't remember why. MSNBC? I think so. It was, but his face just looked like, what the fuck y'all asking me for? I can't remember. Oh, now y'all gonna start talking about Pinky? Oh, shit. You know what?
No, they take it too far.
What they say about Pinky?
See?
Listen. I know y'all
get so easily.
Where's
Pinky?
Don't worry about that kid.
Google it.
I know you swallowed.
She's a model.
Gemini, I know y'all all got swallowed up by the spirit of it yesterday, but we're on better things today. I'm trying to be Christian and saved today.
Swallowing my enchantment is my new phrase. What are you talking
I
about?
see what you did there by saying swallow it up after we were talking about Pinky.
Oh, listen. I had to make it work. I had to get my joke.
It worked.
Respect, Britt. That was
Salute,
something
I'm committed to the bit.
That was pretty good transition. Kimberly's so classy. She said, "Who's Pinky?"
After saying who was Skin Diamond, I mean, it's kind of amazing.
That means she doesn't really have a card to the thick community. She doesn't know
She's
Pinky.
never watched porn.
I don't watch that.
Hey, Pinky was holding it down for the little chunky little fupa girls. I ain't gonna see, look what I did there, holding it down. Shout out to Prime Pinky. Like when we say, Big Luther, not the little one. Shout out to Prime.
I don't see it. I don't know the difference. Somebody said Cam was on the Abby Phillip. Y'all remember that? Cam was on a honey pack. Y'all remember that? He was eating it on camera. Y'all remember that? Gemini, you didn't see.
What happened?
Wait, am I misremembering this? Wasn't Cam on Abby Phillip eating honey pack?
That's what I was talking about. Whatever.
Pretty sure you're right. I think you're right.
Yeah. It was kind of funny, though.
Is that what they called? Honey pack?
That's what a honey pack is called. Honey pack is, and they say it's liquid Viagra, basically.
Yeah, I don't have these issues, so I don't know what it is.
You don't have to have these issues. Some people take it just for a sport.
Wait, you take a honey pack and then like run a 3-on-3 up at the gym?
You take a honey pack and you go to the club and you don't want to be walking around with it for nothing. So yeah.
What
If you take the honey pack,
And if you want to go crazy, you pour the honey pack into the Hennessy, but that's
He needs that.
Well, don't you take hard? Don't you get
55.
hard? I'm sorry, we said that library guard.
I'm saying Cameron, if he's taking a honey pack, it's not for sport. He's 55. He need.
Cameron is 55?
55?
Oh, shit.
That's my.
Is he really?
He's got to be in his 50s.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hella good skincare. Damn,
He's
Cam.
50. Yeah, he's 50. He's 50. Quinn, look at Quinn. Quinn's like, don't give me those extra 2 years. Look at Quinn's like, I'm 52.
Because I live with a middle-aged man, the Let's Rap About It podcast. I really wasn't familiar with those people. Well, I knew Fab, but the rest of them, they're funny.
Oh my God, you've just turned into a typical living with another person acting like you like the things they like. That is not a good podcast.
And that's how you build.
That is not
It's
dumb
called-
Jim Jones.
It's called Intimacy Band, okay? Get familiar.
That's
She,
true.
he got her over there watching Nick Young's podcast.
That's true. No, I'm familiar because I became intimate with a number of Sunday shows and Vanderpump Rules in such intimacy. So
Oh,
I didn't know where he was going with that.
Oh, you like Vanderpump?
I used to watch that
I
all
did
the
not know
time.
where he was going. He said, I became intimate with a number of, and I didn't know what the of was going to be. I was.
enchantments. I became intimate with a number of enchantments. Let's start with Moses and Aaron. Then he read from the Quran, and then Gemini interrupted him in the middle of reading the Quran, which is such a no-no. I can't believe it.
I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't.
Everyone was like, well, because once you start, you got to finish the thing. And Gemini was like, nah, I'm done. No, you got to let him finish it, man. You can't interrupt it in the middle of things, sort of. But, oh, man, that was fun. So anyway, y'all said you could take a honey pack when you go to the club just to like dance and stuff.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Who's taking a honey pack?
That's
to
what
go
I'm
to the
saying.
club?
Yeah, I just said.
Y'all
I
don't
didn't
even
say nothing about
dance
that.
anymore.
Okay,
Y'all don't even dance anymore.
Back in the day, allegedly, some gentlemen would take an ecstasy pill and a Viagra at the same time when headed to the club.
Oh my
They
God.
were not going to the club to dance, man. They were just like
They
when,
fuck in the bathroom?
man, you gotta think about it. Whenever a woman tells you, I like dancing, me and my girls are going to the club to dance. That's not fucking true. No guy looked at another guy and said, let's go to the club and dance.
That's true.
That's
So
never
there's
fucking
smashing
happened.
in the bathroom.
Not in the bathroom. You're going to meet a nice young lady and probably go home with her, wherever you guys choose to party afterwards. And then she's going to be in for the thrill of her life, having no idea that he is rolling on ecstasy and Viagra at the same time.
But how long does the Viagra last? I thought after 4 hours you're supposed to call a doctor.
Okay, then take Cialis.
I'm gonna be honest, y'all are still young people. Y'all need to clean up your diet. I don't think y'all need to.
No, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Let me finish, and it'll make sense, right? After you do this performance band, the only problem is there is no way you can be with that same woman again without those pills, because you've put on such a superior performance between the combination of the ecstasy and whatever enhancement you've taken, that even though you're naturally able to be aroused, if you will, it's never going to be the same as the supplemented arousal. Right?
No, but I'm asking, why do you take it before?
Man, they got
Because
ED.
you know you're going to hit. You already know. Like,
I'm trying to tell you what. The young
it's eating
niggas
any
in
money
this
more if you
generation,
got any kind of
the young niggas got ED at 30. These niggas can't fuck without honey packs. Straight up, that's the reason they take it.
Y'all don't get it. That's how I know y'all old. Y'all don't get it. They're not doing it because they can't
I'm
fuck.
probably 20 years younger than you.
No,
Y'all,
They're not doing it because they can't fuck.
Yes,
It has
they
I understand why you take it. I'm saying, why not take it in the Uber on the way home?
Because they have to take it early to get it.
But now I think you have to take it early. Okay, that's what I was asking. I understand why you take it. I still understand why you took it at home before you spent 3 hours at the club. That wouldn't seem to make sense.
Oh, gotcha. Remember that movie, y'all? I Hate My Wife.
They do in Atlanta. The Uber started selling honey pack in the Uber, so they probably do it on the way home. Like,
that's crazy. But it can take a while to start. Remember, I Think I Love My Wife, or I Think I Hate My Wife. By the way, she looked amazing in that movie. I think speaking of beautiful black women, remember the guy had the Viagra. He gave it to the white guy, and then he was freaking out because it was still looking like that after a long ass time. Yeah, they have to take it to prep. I Think I Love My Wife.
Yes.
I like that movie. Yeah.
Wouldn't they go put a needle in it or something?
Yeah, the needle in it, yeah.
Oh my God, point of clarification. The honey pack, like Viagra, in terms of the amount of time, the rapid response, like what's the deal?
No, bring up Trent.
I've never taken a honey pack. I'm just.
I mean, I've only seen that.
No, I've never taken a honey pack on my daughter. I shouldn't put that on.
No, but
Please don't.
I don't
Yeah, that's what the fuck am I doing? I'm going on mute. That was just horrible.
I don't know why you wouldn't take Viagra on the Uber home or whatever, or at least have one on the ready. You know, I don't know about like dancing with it.
I was just talking to my friend like 2 hours ago, and she was talking about she was at the club and this dude she like knew, they like, you know, they knew each other and they bumped to each other at the club, and she's like, yeah, he whispered in my ear and was like, he was on a honey pack. I was like, I could tell. She could see it. That's what I'm saying. These niggas be walking around like that in the club.
Wait, just bricked out in the club?
Yes, grinding the fuck out of you when you dance.
Sometimes you gotta know people working with. Don't get shit.
Nobody likes that shit. That shit is weird as hell, bro. If you were that damn bricked up when you dancing with a girl, like, God damn. Bro, that shit is not cool. That is not cool at all. And it ain't be too much that bricked up to begin with. That's even worse, because now you telling her you ain't got.
Stop it. Ain't nobody.
It doesn't. Nobody's walking around bricked up. Like,
Size queens are 95% real, fake, 5% real.
I actually agree with that, man.
That's not fucking true.
All you gotta do is touch a little something, and y'all be done.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Okay, y'all keep it up.
No, he's right. Clitoral stimulation, this man don't. But size matters.
You know who's gonna join the conversation? It's gonna get weird.
Dylan said, so this makes sense. Finally, somebody get. Thank you.
I know exactly what you're talking about, Johnny.
It can take a while to kick in. A release time similar to an edible. Thank you, Reformed and Dylan, for answering the question.
Similar to an edible. An edible kicks in like 45 minutes to an hour.
But I will say, before honey packs, remember they always had those little Energizer packs at the gas station, like you
playing with your life taking that shit.
You'd get. Yeah, and then they had the little energy things. What were they called? Like the little tiny ones. You don't remember what
I almost had a heart attack taking that shit. You don't take that shit. And those little energy drinks.
The 5-hour thingamajiggies. Yeah, so that's what they were doing before the ecstasy. Because you notice they always have it prime position right there. But anyhow.
Right next to the Magnums.
Just drink some water.
I had heart palpitations taking an energy drink. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
drink some water and exercise. Y'all all supposed to be giving A1 stroke to randoms anyway. Where is the male hierarchy? You don't give it to her like that, because then if she crazy, she gonna be.
That is very.
And I speak from experience, trying to find your ass at 3 o'clock in the morning, banging on the door, and then you looking at me like it's my shit.
Yeah, you done hit the crazy button. You went deep enough to hit the crazy button.
I'm gonna have to drink her.
She's not lying.
You should not take. You should not take anything like Cialis or Viagra
What's going on?
prior to engagement. So no, you don't.
You don't take Cialis prior to engagement.
No. But prior to getting to the club. Like I was listening.
Are you sure with the Cialis side of it? Are you sure, brother?
Yeah, I'm fucking positive, nigga.
No, you're not. I know you're not right now, but I'm gonna let you have it for right now. Let's have this conversation. Why are you sure I want you to listen to what I'm saying. Why are you sure we should not take Cialis? Why?
Because I grew up in the 2000s in Houston and Los Angeles, like you. So yeah, I was around it.
That's not my question. Why would you not? What specific reason would said person not take a Cialis prior to going? Why?
Oh, because if you drink, you shouldn't drink in combination with taking a I forget there's a technical term for it, but any type of sexual pill, you shouldn't drink and consume and have ecstasy in your system. You're waiting for a heart attack.
Oh, that makes sense.
Have you ever heard of crossfaded?
No, I'm not. Listen, so I'm not saying that.
Do you know what crossfaded is? Yes or no?
I don't know what crossfaded is, but here's what I'm saying.
Crossfaded is when you have listen. It's relative. Crossfaded is when you have multiple drugs in your system, right? So they're interacting with each other, right? So you might have ecstasy, you might have alcohol, you might have Cialis. You understand?
Yeah. Okay.
If you do it correctly, right? Which you can't overdo it on the alcohol. You go easy on the E.
There's no correctly with that.
You can hit a zone where you can hit something for a good 5 hours steady. Easy.
5 hours?
So here's all I'm saying. I'm telling you what you should do and shouldn't do. I'm not saying that people don't do it the wrong way. I'm just saying for your heart safety, you should not mix, especially mix excessive alcohol with Cialis or Viagra. Definitely not in combination with MDMA or Molly.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree with Trent. That's a heart attack right there.
It's not a heart attack. What are y'all talking? It's really not. Unless you already have, if you have heart issues, none of this shit. Y'all need to just,
You don't know
heart issues if you repeatedly do it.
Right, and you don't know you have heart issues because y'all don't take y'all ass to the doctor. So it's like, oh shit.
Me and my doctor are great friends. What are you talking about?
Hey, Gemini, that's how our man Kevin Samuels checked out. Mixing energy drinks, alcohol, and
you know who else died like that, Trent?
Who?
The founder of World Star. He died in a massage parlor, a dirty little Asian massage parlor. It's just south of LA, off of ED medication and alcohol.
So did Kevin Samuels, didn't he?
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Hold on, I need to ask y'all a question.
It happens all the time.
Let me ask you a question, Trent and Gemini, because y'all know this is a serious question. So let me trigger warning. It's going to be sexually explicit, so I apologize. I'll give you 69 seconds. 69, 2, 1. So if you're bricked up for 5 hours on these drugs, you're smashing without busting?
You know, you're gonna bust, stay semi-hard, not full hard, and then take a break. Y'all might watch a show, and then you go back to it, and you're gonna be rock again in like 2 seconds.
This is I get it now. This is where the gays have to have their own convo somewhere else. Because I'm just gonna
go check a listing. Go to MLS. Just calm down. So you bust off, and then she just kiss you on the neck and touch your nipple.
You can bend over to pick up her panties from the fucking ground. It does not matter.
Public service announcement. Y'all don't take the pills, yo. Don't take that. Sounds totally unhealthy. That sounds totally unhealthy.
That does, because if she, what is the lyric in that song? Get it up, I put it down. I mean, she can't get you going. Like what?
You can. It's not even that. It's for the quick repeat performance.
Yeah, you know, if you go 2 rounds and you're not on it, you might need 10 minutes. You might need 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Maybe have a cigarette, go make an espresso, read an article in the New Yorker. Then you can go back to, 2, 15, 20 minutes later.
Right.
But y'all telling me that if you're on, I just need to get the thing. So you're telling me if you're on this pill, Trent Gemini, I take the pill 5 hours, and then does it take you longer to bust off or regular?
I'll say, look, I'm unique and I have that issue anyway. But it will
take one longer. I'm sorry. Does it take one longer to bust off on the pill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you took 45 minutes of in out. You bust off. She's like, oh, babe. Oh,
And-
damn. And then you hard again?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
y'all need to stay away from that. They're going to kill you. That's not natural, bro.
It's not natural, and this is I'm being serious. I can't be with y'all because Gemini is right. There are a lot of people that die from this, especially taking them in combination with free workout or energy drinks. You know what I mean? Especially at our age, when we get to 45, in our mid 40s and 50s, where our heart is not as strong as it was when we were fucking around when we were in our 20s and early 30s. And so for older men, it is serious. Do not, drink a whole gallon of scotch and then take ED medication and think it's safe. It is not.
Why would the FDA approve of a medicine that is not, only for old men, but is clearly, was developed for older men that targets the heart in such a way that, because all the blood.
It doesn't. It's not. This is the thing. Like, y'all keep saying for older men. The first time when we were messing around with it, I was mid 20s. I had nothing. You're not understanding. Hear me out. Hear me out. Y'all keep making it like, well, this is because they can. The way that it was introduced to the people I was around and the culture I was around, it had nothing to do with whether you can or cannot get hard. I would assume the guys that can take it can get hard. It was about being extra because you really want to impress this girl and dominate her to the point where she don't know what the fuck just hit her. Like, when y'all talking about dignitized, we're talking about dignitized to a whole nother level.
And not, hanging out with the kid. That's all the black girls asking for. Take out the trash. You don't need to take a Cialis to impress a black woman in 2026.
Not when you're in your 20s. I mean, goddamn.
Yeah, who's the target, Jim?
You ever had a girl show up and say, I got this tattoo and it's your initials and you don't tell her to do it?
No.
That's because she never took this bill.
This sounds like some light-skinned California nigga
This
shit.
shit
I ain't
happened to
gonna
me
lie.
though, man.
I ain't gonna lie.
God on my dead brother. This happened to me.
I ain't gonna lie.
Didn't you take?
That's what it's giving, Gemini. That's what it's giving.
Coming in.
The reason,
hilarious, yo.
the reason you take Cialis in combination with ecstasy is because if you take ecstasy, MDMA, or something like cocaine, you often become flaccid. And so
You get coke dick. There's a term for that.
That's it. I don't know about coke because I've never done coke in my life.
No.
I have done E before. It does not make you flaccid. It makes you overly sensitive.
Hold on, trigger warning. Hold on, real quick. Coke dick, trigger warning, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, yo. Coke dick leads to pounding pussy.
Not my understanding.
I don't know about coke dick, so I don't know. I thought it made you extra hard and sensitive.
It does.
No.
It's the opposite of whiskey dick.
Hey, why are we talking
That's what I heard,
Why are we talking about cocaine? We're black people.
All right, y'all believe?
Yeah, I know. I've never done coke in my life.
Who the fuck is doing some cocaine for black people? That's
Not
white
me.
people shit.
Not
Come
me.
on.
The white colleges
That's like the blacks in LA.
Some of them are taking Adderall.
Oh, now the Adderall, yes.
That's a prescription.
But that's to stay up and study, right? That's not for sex, right?
That's
for my daily functioning. What are you?
No comment.
Yeah, lots of people do that.
I'll tell you. Look,
What the hell is whiskey dick? I never heard of whiskey. What the fuck is that?
Y'all know what whiskey dick is?
If you drink too much, then you can become flaccid because alcohol is a depressant, right? And it's the same thing with certain kinds of MDMA.
That can't be true, Trent. Listen.
It is. That's
When I'm off the Hennessy, bro, what are you talking about?
You know more than me about this? Okay.
I mean,
No, I'm just telling you off the Hennessy.
Gemini, please don't internalize these things, okay? Maybe it's just because you have a very good vascular system and all of your veins and things work. But for other people, they get a little bit too inebriated and the flag does not fly. Because
it's very common.
the alcohol restricts the blood flow.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm serious. Okay, okay.
No, the term is called whiskey dick. It's a normal thing.
Okay, I learned something. I didn't know.
That's the thing. This is going to be a little bit too much. But sometimes when you're more drunk, to me, you're more uninhibited. Especially
Exactly. Very
so, because what I know, y'all get nervous. I had a lot of guy friends. I have frat brothers. Shout out to the Sigmas. and y'all don't, right, like y'all can get super, super, super nervous. Because I had a homeboy that said that. It was this girl, he'd been trying to crack her for years. She was the finest thing in high school. He got her and he freaked the fuck out. So they surreptitiously go to the bathroom, rub one out so that you get that first one going. You know what? I'm a hush.
He's not wrong. She is not wrong.
That was, y'all are fine.
I don't recommend that practice.
I do.
I don't recommend that practice. Let me tell you, I don't recommend, trigger warning, 3, 2, 1. I don't recommend rubbing one out within, 20, 30 minutes of the encounter. I recommend rubbing it out earlier in the day.
Okay.
Then doing it. Rubbing out something, if he's just hanging out, whatever, you might rub one out and then you can't perform later on.
Yeah.
So I recommend an afternoon rub out, then wait till you get to the crib. I'm done speaking.
Well, everybody has a different rebound time, Ben. You got to know your rebound time.
Yeah.
Right?
That's fair.
Plan the rub out. That's right. Because, y'all, you get it. Yeah. And most women will understand, unless you're really just dealing with a bitch that's like, you can't, and then she's just going to walk out. I'm just saying. Or as a form of foreplay, that could also be what she does.
You keep sharing and then pause and after you say the awkward thing.
Right.
Look, y'all, awkward is awkward. We're not even talking about
We're adults. We're adults.
Y'all just don't fuck or don't get fucked well. But hey, I'm just saying.
Ben, you can always do the stall, and the ultimate stall is going ahead and making her come before you even get started.
Now this is also
She will never complain exactly.
That is very true.
Jim and I, what you're talking about, those of us, like you and me, I'm older than you, but I didn't experience some of the things that my friends complained about in terms of that until later in life. It started happening in like my early 40s. And then my performance wasn't as good as when I was in my 30s. And so, it is it's definitely a thing where your performance begins to decline, but I don't know how old you are, but you'll experience it. You'll get there, my brother.
I don't doubt about. I'll tell you this. One thing I've always been big on, and I highly suggest this to everybody, just the sexual conversation, is doing cardio. Like cardio and doing Kegels can improve your life drastically. Like I always want to do 2 to 3 miles at least 5 times a week. Like that's mandatory. And when I do 2 to 3 miles, I'm doing at least a mile every 7 minutes, maybe give or take, depending. That's the pace I like to keep. Like the more you do that, the more your body responds. Like your heart is a muscle. You can condition your heart just like you can train your body. You can train your Kegel, your pelvic floor.
Oh, there's
the same way you can condition your heart.
Wait a minute.
I don't think that enough women do cardio. You're right, Gemini. I'm glad.
He ain't right about the pelvic floor.
I disregarded that. I'm only talking about.
I absolutely know about my pelvic floor.
How do you know about that?
I was taught.
Break that down.
I was taught. I know the different exercises. I know the clenches. I know the long holds. I know how to.
Yeah,
definitely. And it works. It's a real thing.
See, now Fish Ali put something in the chat. We can't have this conversation because people are going to be like, ew, y'all about sex and we don't have any. Fish Belly said, when I bust off, I want volume. I'm just going to say, when that shit, Fish Belly, when that
really weird if a third person joins and then everybody's uncomfortable. That's why
we can pivot right back to politics. I think we.
All right, but I'll just say this, since, people are like, anyway, Fish Belly, when that shit explodes and it hits the fucking ceiling, bro, the level of accomplishment you have, like, anyway. Happy Friday.
It's Friday. I hope everybody's having a positive, productive, profitable day. Get up, move around, touch grass, touch ass, do something besides sit here.
I'm having a positive, productive day because of the news that just broke. That's the only reason I came with here, Jim and I, because we are much closer to free drinks, free martinis down here.
Wait a minute, mute up. Because I'm shocked and appalled at the same time, and that's hard for me to be shocked, right? But I can remember the other day coming in conversation in IGB where y'all was talking about people be talking too much about sex in America. Nikki,
And now you talk about sex in America. What the fuck is going on? What are you talking about? Y'all don't remember our original social group?
Hey,
No, wait, let me just say this. Kalisha would literally come home from a date and we'd be in those
Please
rooms at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Business like that.
I'm not sharing her business. Okay.
You share her business.
Wait, I want to say this.
She talks about it.
Is this what I sounded like yesterday? Because then, goddamn, I'm not gonna be the stuck-up bitch anymore. I apologize. No, man, thank you. Because I don't want to be the stuck-up bitch anymore. I don't want to be the stuck-up bitter bitch anymore.
I'll be there if it means
Goddamn, ain't nothing like a lesson from the Lord.
Reform, check this out. So I'm in a late night conversation.
My daughter's Gemini show. Don't talk about my daughter like that before. Stop it.
I'm not talking about your daughter at all. What are you talking about?
That was only the first name that came out.
No.
As I recall, we heard a couple of your stories, but anyway, we all shared. That was my point. We all used to have these conversations.
That's not the point I'm making. The point that I'm making, Miki, is hold on, Hurricane. Hold on.
She's lying. Talk about your grandma.
That's fine.
Eating your shit.
But that's not the point. The point that I'm making is the other day you was talking about how people be talking too crazy about sex, and here you are talking crazy about sex. That's what I'm saying.
It happens.
You want me to pay a penance or something? Like, you want a cash app? Like, what do you want me to say? I fucked up. You're right.
Niggas and not be hypocrites. That's all.
Okay.
Anyway, hey, so check this out, Reform. I'm in IGB. I'm in IGB on the late night. It happened to be open the other night. I'm in there. I'm talking to two young ladies who are known on that. I'm not gonna say any names. And the conversation got a little sexual. We were talking about titties and all kinds of different shit. And all of a sudden, Ashton pops into the room and puts her hand up. Now I'm modded in there. I'm like, shit, I don't want to bring Ashton to the stage to have a titty conversation, right? So I still bring her to the stage because I'm not gonna be rude. And she sat there in shock and started writing in the chat as we were having a titty conversation. It was just really, really awkward, like having Ashton there and two women that were very much not Ashton. Yeah, that was awkward as fuck.
Well, bro, you're telling us that to tell us what, Gemini?
Sometimes these conversations happen, and if it ain't for you, don't join. That's why.
Wait, Ashton is bi?
I didn't say that. I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't insinuate that. She didn't engage in the conversation. She just came on stage and sat there and started writing in the chat.
Oh. Well, I mean, who doesn't like titties?
Me. I don't like titties.
The women that I was conversing with at that time, having a conversation with, definitely enjoyed titties.
I like mine. I mean, I'm just saying.
Hey, do y'all want to the conversation? Y'all want to stay on the titties?
We can go from titties to politics. Let's go.
No, shit, I gotta get myself together. General.
Divine, please. Y'all put it towards the chat.
Two in the chat with titties. But you know what? You can only have these conversations so long before it makes it awkward and weird. So let's just exit while we're still.
I'm trying to protect y'all.
Yeah. So let's exit while it's still. Yeah, let's get back to war. Let's talk about war monitoring.
The general Ismail Kiani, I'm probably saying it wrong with these neoliberal in here, who was thought to be, he escaped the first bombing. So a lot of people thought that he was a turncoat. And then there were reports that the Iranian RGC had executed him for cooperating with Mossad. It has just broken within the past hour that General Khani is in Israel and is safe. He is the Brigadier General of the Kitover Force. He is the general who replaced Soleimani. So we have the intelligence on where everything is. The Quds Force is basically, it's like a combination of our CIA and our like our special forces unit, sort of like our Delta Force. It's the most power. It's one of the most powerful positions in their military. So he knows everything, and so invariably we know everything. Literally, why he's been cooperating likely for quite some time, which is probably the U.S. and Israel have been so effective. The last thing I'll say, which will, now that it's public, expect there's going to be more defections. It reports that there have been some, but they haven't been confirmed. So the last thing is there's only been 3, and it's still kind of early in the day, but there's only been 3 counted drone or missile launches today. So last night's bombing seemed to have been extremely effective. I'll land.
Wait. You said he's in Israel?
Just don't even entertain that shit, because we don't know if it's true or not. He ain't gonna post no fucking proof. Why do you don't even entertain them?
Why even entertain it?
We know you full of shit, Trent. We know it.
Yeah, sure.
Trent, are you tipsy? It's Friday.
Yeah, been to be.
I knew it.
All I'm gonna say is Gemini, we halfway there. We halfway to that bet, because that's a massive one. And yes, it's true. It's been confirmed by Reuters. There was an announcement, I guess, from the IDF that he's in custody. It's a massive. It's like Norman Schwarzkopf and Colin Powell defecting to Russia during Desert Storm 1. I mean, that's a massive shift.
Wait, what are you saying, Trent? Who's in custody?
Kwani. Remember we talked about it. What up, nation?
What up?
Kwani, General Esmail Kwani, the Brigadier General of the Quds Force, the leader of the Quds Force, defected. He defected to Israel.
The pitchforks? I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Quds Force, QUDS.
Oh, okay. I thought you said the pitchforks, child.
Yeah, he defected. That is a huge part of their, he was their leading general after all the generals were killed. And he has now defected. So that's massive.
So that means it's going to be over by Sunday? That's what you're saying?
I think the protests will begin on Sunday. That's what I believe.
What protest? Protest for what? I have some breaking news courtesy of the chat. Sorry, Trent. Trump wants to say VAC pass before he endorses Paxton or Cornyn. I contributed. He's tweeting up a storm about this. Michael said Stephen Miller is in his ear again. And Matt said, I'm guessing Trump doesn't endorse at all then. So I don't know. Let me look at True Social. He did kind of go directly to the SAVAX, but he talks about it quite a bit. So I think that actually could have some credence that this is what he wants passed and there's going to be some sort of negotiations. Wasn't there somebody that reported yesterday that supposedly the deal is that Paxton will drop out and he's going to be offered AG after they get rid of Bondi? I don't think that's confirmed though.
Yeah, that's the deal in the back end. He's going to endorse Cornyn and Paxton's going to get something.
It won't be AG. There's no way Bill Paxton can get through a Senate hearing.
Not Bill.
Bill Paxton, but
oh my God, Ken, what am I doing?
There ain't no wrong with that. We know what you meant.
I keep doing that.
He hates Bill Paxton.
I think I like Bill Paxton. Well, you got to back on stage. Notorious is finally on stage. Notorious, why don't you tell us how you think the war is going and why Trump turned into a neocon and why Condoleezza Rice is at the White House? Who's next in the queue? Go ahead, Matt.
Can y'all hear me by chance?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thanks. I think Trent is retarded because this is actually what makes more sense to what we're talking about. Sorry, Trent, let me down. Oh, well, I know. Clearly, the president's playing hardball. If you're going to say, I want the SAVE Act passed before I endorse either Paxton or Cornyn, that means you're playing hardball with Thune. You're playing politics. So that Thune clearly guts the filibuster since you don't have 60 votes, so that you can pass the SAVE Act with just Republican support. That is what he's doing. Basically, he's telling Thune, I'll risk this seat. I'll risk Paxton being the nominee. I'll risk not endorsing. Or you can get rid of the filibuster and you can have the candidate you want, Cornyn, to win, obviously with my endorsement, and we can have to stay that pass till we do better in the midterms. That's what's going on. I'm intelligent, I'm smart, I have a brain, I understand politics. I watch CNN and actually listen to Anderson Cooper when he does his interviews. I know what's going on. That's what's going on. Not what they're talking about. Whatever you said made no sense. What I said made pure sense. He wants to say that pass, and he'll throw Cornyn in. Otherwise, guess what? Paxton's your nominee. Want to know why I also know this? Paxton said I'll drop out to say that pass. Let's one mic on Trent.
One mic on me for it. I ain't arguing with you, whatever. Okay.
It's a weird strategy. I don't understand Trump's strategy. So you're creating beefs in your own party to endorse a person who could lose. Cornyn could lose. There's a small chance he could lose Hillary. Most likely won't he could lose. Or you get rid of the filibuster for when the Democrats take over in 28? Like, what's going on?
It is a could lose.
It is exactly that. He is going to risk it, or you're going to have, Kim Paxton potentially losing because he doesn't actually give a fuck about the seat. That's what's going on. He legitimately wants to say that pass more because that's more valuable, and he never cared about the filibuster. On day one, remember, he wanted Rick Scott nominated to be he wanted him to be the individual that runs, the Senate Majority Leader anyway, right? It ended up being Thune, but he supported Rick Scott because Rick Scott said, I will get rid of the filibuster. Trent wants the filibuster. Trump wants the filibuster gone. He doesn't care about the longevity of the party, about what's passed in 28 or with other Republican presidents. He doesn't have any concern about that shit. He cares about now. So that is clearly Trump's strategy. I think it's stupid, but this is what the man wants to do. I think it's retarded, and guess what? I genuinely pray. I pray he doesn't endorse either candidate, and that he holds out, and that Paxton is the nominee. Hi, go.
Guys,
I don't even understand.
How are you, all of you?
Hey, what's up?
Actually, I'm not a political, but I have something to say. This
Cornyn Paxton?
We're talking about our country. I'm here from Sudan, and actually, I belong to the
conversation. Yeah,
come on, diaspora.
Hey, can you also just offer to the current conversation, or if not, feel free to introduce yourself in the chat so people can get to know you there.
So this doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why you would change the filibuster.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, we
Sorry,
can
my
hear
phone's
you.
being. I'm in public, so my phone's been weird. But yeah, I think the strategy is stupid. But I think for Trump, it's about getting to say that pass so he can disenfranchise as many people as possible. So quote unquote Republicans will win, even though all of us know more Democrats have passports, and they would actually benefit more Democrats. But yeah, that's to me what Trump is trying to do. He's directly telling us that's what he's trying to do on Truth Social. I think it's stupid. But Thune is in an interesting position. Get rid of the filibuster to pass the SAVE Act, or do you risk Cornyn not being your nominee in Texas and it being Paxton?
I thought that he would endorse Paxton. No one took my bet. Thank you for preserving my $50. But yeah, I'm not sure why. I just think that Cornyn is the fact that it was so close. Is that a sign that maybe Texans are just not as happy with him? So that in itself, Trump tried to blame Wesley Hunt. He tweeted about it. And that's when he said, I'm going to endorse somebody, and then I want the person I don't choose to immediately drop out of the race. So that was an indication to me that it was going to be Paxton over Cornyn, but we'll see.
I'll take your bet. You want to do a bet?
No, the other thing that's interesting.
Hold on, Matt.
No one's betting anything. I'll bet you a 1920s Ford or a 1930s or 40s or whatever Ford. Go use that. Anyway, what I think is interesting is Trump is this dumb. I mean, clearly he posted on True Social, I won't be endorsing until the SAVE Act is passed. So he's already committing to not endorsing until the thing's passed. So that is squarely putting shit on Thune. You either have to get rid of the filibuster to pass this, or you're risking Cornyn not being your nominee. That's dumb.
Miki, I'll bet you the first round at Vicky and Anthony's or like restaurant. Bet you the first 2 rounds, because the first round is easy. You know I won't get the first round. So I'll bet you the first 2 rounds at Big and Anthony's that Trump picks for.
All right, you got it. I mean, I think it came down to if Jasmine won the nomination, right? Because we know that Republicans really wanted her to win. Because as soon as, a few hours, all the votes hadn't even officially been cut, and Trump was tweeting about Tallarico, putting, him, what did he call him, a radical leftist or something?
Usually.
So, yeah, but it was like super, super early, even for him. And I was like, okay, they're worried, they're running scared. He's already trying to attack Tallarico. They're not happy with Hunt. And then Wesley Hunt, bitch ass, did you hear that concession speech, Matt, where I do as I'm told?
Yeah, but he's also indicated that he could endorse someone too, which I think is going to be interesting to see that he potentially endorsed.
Why Wesley stayed in? Yeah.
And
come on now.
I think this Texas race is just like, wow, it has national attention. It's Trump is all over it. I mean, it's just interesting, and like we said, for Trump to actually threaten his own party publicly on True Social is just freaking insane. So we shall see. Do y'all think he's going to make a choice soon? Because they really want to. They really want to start targeting.
He said imminently a choice will be made, but I just feel like this is just putting pressure on Thune to imminently get rid of the filibuster. I think it's stupid, but Trump is also a member of Taco. Trump always chickens out. He might chicken out. He might just say, "Okay, I'm endorsing Cornyn." But what if it stretches out to where it's too late, right? Like, what if he does this a couple of days before the election?
Agreed.
He doesn't get what he wants.
Yeah, he definitely always chickens out. Great point. He walks so many things back all the time. So we shall see.
I think the discourse online is that is Thune really going to risk the filibuster for Cornyn? And people online, analysts online, are saying no. He would sacrifice Cornyn before he would get rid of the filibuster. That's what they're saying online.
Miki, if Trump endorses Paxton, Tallarico can pull up to 11th Street. I think it's 11th Street. Yeah, and start picking out the drapes. Because Paxton, you and I, though, that we live here, they have not hit Paxton hard on all these things. That's not what it's been a very light, John Cornyn is a great guy, but it has not.
He's a great guy. That's what, really?
Well, look, for the $100 million win next. What am I talking about?
They spent $100 million. Like, Cornyn has put up $70 million and then 25 from the Republicans. But why would that all just be, I'm a nice guy? I'm a nice guy. Well, that's not what the Democrats have in their trend. What are you talking about?
So there were not all. Yeah, I do live here, and I've seen that they were not hard hitting. In the end, they got a little bit harder hitting, but they were not being anti-Paxton attack ads. It's been more fluff about what Cornyn has done over the past 150 years that he's been.
Yeah, they're calling Cornyn Mitch McConnell. They're calling him a rhino. So MAGA's attacking him by that purpose. That's why I said it really shouldn't have been that close. I know they're blaming Wesley Hunt, but in my opinion, it really shouldn't have been. And in terms of Paxton being a bad guy with all these problems, he's had all them goddamn problems. That's what I'm saying. They don't care. which is sad. Like they don't. He's been doing fucked up shit for decades. Like this, it's nothing happened to him. That's all. That's what I think. But we that's what I said. We shall see.
I mean, look. First of all, not all that money was spent. Like y'all gotta recognize. I've talked about this before. Just because they say they spent $700. No, it wasn't.
Okay, I'm gonna make that.
Hey, listen. There's a lot of ways to push money and add revenue. I'll just say ads are one of the best ways. See Christy Nome and her 220 million ad buy with some unknown agency. It is a great way to push and launder. Oh, I'm not going to go there. I don't think $71 million was spent. But again, it was not a hard-hitting campaign calling out Paxton on all his flaws. It got that like late, but that's not really what has been. When they get one-on-one and you start calling out Paxton on all the things that have taken place, this is not a good thing for Paxton, especially in the general election.
And remember, Tallarico got, did he not, Matt? Because you know the numbers. Did Tallarico not get a really good, did Tallarico not get a surprising percentage of that Hispanic vote, which we know is hard to get out, correct? He did really well with that demographic.
I told you when he was down here that they was fucking couldn't wait for him.
But that's what I'm saying.
Bobby Polito, he got Burrell, he's got all the Hispanics rallied around him down here.
I think he has a hell of a shot. But this is also why
he does have a hell of a shot.
A couple of us that are Texans, that are black women, that support black women, that, I love Jasmine Down, but we strategically made that decision to support and volunteer for Tallarico, because I'm going to have my happy ass out there too, because I think that he has the best shot. Now, granted, I also thought that Beto had a shot. I also thought that Allred had a shot. I mean, goddamn, I'm going to pray that they always, thank you, First Lady, always have a shot. But statistically speaking, I think that Tallarico is going to be the one to do it. I do. I really do. As long as he doesn't say we're coming for your guns or anything like that, I think that he's going to be the one